Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already on the... Mbappe! And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's managed to gift it back. And he stands tall, impenetrable. That's a smashing touch to get him away. And he's being shifted off it. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play it.
Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mendes can get it clear. Beckham. Oh, smashing header! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's managed to get rid. Costa Curta. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Bellingham. Now it's Messi. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Van de Ven. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. That's going to go a long way. And smartly reclaimed. Mbappe! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Eze. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. And it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Maldini. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in plenty of space here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cafu. Bellingham. Over to the left. Eze. He's through here. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he get away here? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Iniesta. And here's Messi. Cafu. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Iniesta. He's through, now is he in? They've got to be quick to recover this. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mendes spots it and intercepts. Iniesta. And it's Messi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that is as far as they're going to go. Played out wide. Iniesta. In with the challenge. And the first half is done. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least offensively.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. He's found some space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. He rises! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Maldini. Spread neatly. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Cafu. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Bellingham, and a shot! And it's in! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So the first goal of the game.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He is through here. Iniesta. No, there's no going past him this time. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Son Heung-min. Bellingham. Your impression so far, Jim?
Milan are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And he was quick to react. Beckham. And it's Messi. It's Bellingham. Oh, good read. Rodri. A nice sequence of passes, this. Iniesta. That's been cut out, well played. And no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Oh, great chance! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
Oh, he's found him in space. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Cambio di giocatori.
Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 16.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Il numero 8.
Cafu.
Il numero
Ball
26.
is over the line. Milan are looking desperate here, short on time, and can he put it away? Oh, it's fallen loose again!
This has to be a spell of no fear. They can't leave anything out there.
Cafu bops him off it and wins back the ball. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Roberto Carlos. And it's Messi. Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that was vital.
Milan have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And he's managed to get free.
Ci saranno 3 minuti
Whistle's
di
gone,
recupero.
and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that's a key interception. And the number on the board is 3. That is good alertness. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, super find. And he's in a real chance! In he goes again!
Milan have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
Messi, great hit! And it's come back out to him. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Milan just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Now it's Messi. And no, that was never going to make it. He's ended up in no man's land. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Neymar. Oh, super, but now the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Malaysia would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Malaysia finding their passes. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of...
And the finish! There it is! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Assegnato al 18° minuto, numero 23.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Nice interception, well timed. Shot a goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. That is a great pick out. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mohamed Salah.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty...
Oh, what a mistake! Guardiola picks it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Malaysia are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to...
He's gone for goal! Oh, it's come loose. Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! No, he's not getting past him there. That's really well manoeuvred. Guardiola cuts it out. Malaysia applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Now it's Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. De Gea sends that a long way. Played back in. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass...
Has a go! Yes! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
He's got the shot away! Really well taken goal. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And just the keeper to... He's had a shot! They've scored! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And here's Mbappe. Mohamed Salah is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Hits one! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
What a...
And we hit half-time. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che parcheggiare nell'area circostante lo stadio è severamente proibito. Siete pregati di usare le apposite aree di parcheggio.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. And it's Salah. Mbappe. Mbappe. Fiddles it through. Looking for the runner, and nicely intercepted. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. Haaland! And it's the goalkeepers to claim. And here's Neymar. He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Sané. Well, they've got it again. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's had a hit!
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rodri. Beckham. Brilliantly cut out. Vinicius Junior, and he's intervened well there. Bellingham, Sané, Camavinga, Vinicius Junior, and it's Messi, Belletti. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Camavinga threads one in. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. Chance! And it's in! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
There's the hit! And he hits the net!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
They're still trying to make a game of this. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Malaysia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neymar. That's a little off target. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Xabi Alonso. Out to the left it goes. Lovely feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's having a go! It's anyone's ball now. Can he stop it going out? Here comes another cross. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Neymar. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi, and Messi! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Milan were again presented with an opportunity to break and looked very, very threatening.
That is good alertness. Mohamed Salah. Oh, what a ball he's in here! Vinicius Junior. Great ball if he can get there. Haaland. Neymar. He is through here! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good spread. Messi. He's got away. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to... Oh, they could be caught out here. There's the shot! He scored! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Milan have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And this is Xabi Alonso.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Neymar. Decent hit! In for the pieces! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. And he's only too grateful to cap. And there goes the final whistle. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he can clear it away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, this looks sharp. It's Neymar! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Schneider with a definite foul there. Ruben Dias gets it away. Oh, good ball. Spread it left. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Neymar.